This episode is brought to you by D2C Design, your growth partner for high-performance e-commerce. If you're wondering what's holding back your Shopify store, D2C Design offers a free consultative conversion block report. That's right, no strings attached. Just contact them, set up a free call, and they'll break down exactly what your site needs. Again, D2C Design. All right, we're back. It's 2026. And I needed some energy. That's why I invited our next guest. I usually do the intros and introduce this audience to who's on the show, but this man needs no introduction. I'll let him do it himself.
Hey, everybody. Grant Miller here. Hey, Miami Community Newspapers. Happy New Year.
Great to have you on the show, my man.
I'm so excited. I watch your show. I love what you do. You know, better yet, you got Jerry in the house. I watch it all the time. That's my personality. And I remember, I'm George.
You're George. You're George Costanza.
Absolutely.
And we're going to dig into the details because I think in this interview we will find out more and more about you and all your little goofiness.
Little plug for the Orange Bowl. I just was there. You know, I'm writing a column now.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Orange Bowl is more than football. They do so much in our community. They donate so much money. It's
incredible. They really?
Yeah, all over.
I bet you most people wouldn't know that.
If you drive around, they're dedicating a park in Carroll City, the Walt Frazier Park.
Wow.
And they're redoing a field. Yeah, but they do that all over. They did one in Homestead. They do it in Broward. They do, I think they do libraries or redo libraries. So I'm researching it. But Orange Bowl, that's you and I grew up there. Your dad grew up at the Orange Bowl.
Look, in this office right here in the studio, we have an Orange Bowl picture because of that. That place was special, man.
You know, we love the Orange Bowl, but one thing I loved about the Orange Bowl, for the man's bathroom, you go in, it was like one big urinal.
Yeah. Just piss there. Go for it. Oh, and then, okay, so I'll give you a perfect example. Orange Bowl, you'd park in people's yards.
I love that.
Loved it.
No blocky.
No blocky. I went to the Winter Classic. It's now this big corporate Marlins Park, and it was a disaster to get in and out. If they just brought back the old school, let people make a couple bucks, it would run much smoother. I don't know how they did it, but they made it work.
Okay, so when I go to Marlin games, I find a house a couple blocks away just to hear them say, no blocky.
No blocky.
Well, the World Baseball Classic is coming back.
It's coming back, and it's a great event for Miami.
Huge.
Yeah.
You know, this year we have FIFA.
Yep.
That brings huge amount of money. We have World Baseball Classic.
Yeah.
We have National Championship.
Yep.
Last week, I was at Bird and Red at the Brooklyn, Brooklyn Pizza.
Yeah, which is a great spot. They sold that lot, though, didn't they?
Yeah. But there was a customer wearing an Oregon shirt. Oh, great. Hey, you know, I'm from Miami. And she says, I'm from Oregon. I said, I went to the game. I go, what are you doing down in Bird Road?
Right, doesn't make sense.
She said, well, we stayed at the Thesis, and we went to the Keys. So all these events bring money in.
Absolutely. They're great. I mean, think about it. You got, in that month, you'll also have the tennis tournament, which is getting better and better.
Are you a tennis fan?
A casual tennis fan. Then you have F1, which has been a boom for this city.
And I remember Miami Gardens was not real happy about it.
Yeah.
They wanted the county commissioners. And she's biting her tongue because not FIFA, the racetrack has brought so much business into their community.
So much.
And I parked, when I went to the race a couple years, like a mile away.
Yeah.
I paid $50 to a person's house. Everybody benefits.
Everybody benefits. The politicians usually get it wrong, but that's been a boom. I love it. It's a 10-year contract for the city of Miami, and it's only going to get better. And I think for the city of Miami Gardens, they will build more and more infrastructure around it, and it's going to be a home run. All right.
Wait.
What?
The mayor of Miami Gardens, good question. Rodney Harris, good question.
Okay.
Who was his son? Quarterback at the University of Miami.
What?
Harris. Remember the quarterback?
Yeah.
That was
Jacoby Harris.
Jacoby Harris. His father's the mayor of Miami Gardens.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, the father played at Iowa State. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, come on, I'm gonna give you some history.
I was about to say I'm going to learn a lot during the show. Let's take a step back. Miami Community News. Give me the origins of it, because you guys have been in business 40, 50 years, right?
Yeah, my brother and I have been working together. It's hard to believe, Michael, going on. With 43 years now, and in August it'll be 44 years we've been working together.
Wow.
We used to
You have to work with your brother. I feel your pain.
Yeah. We used to sit right next to each other, but he moved 68 steps away, so he wouldn't have to, he'd keep away from me. But it's a family business. My brother and I, Now his wife joined us. So it's a catch.
Yeah.
All the mistakes I make, my brother catches. All the mistakes my brother makes, his wife catches.
There you go. That's why you have to have her around.
Yeah. So we have local newspapers. We're very big on social media. We do a lot of podcasts.
Yeah.
Not like this room. I love this room. You got some of the greatest comedians in the world I'm looking at right now.
Oh yeah. It was curated art.
That was
for
one of the greatest movies. Back to School.
Back to School. Rodney Dangerfield. Yeah.
God.
Best.
His speech was, don't move out of your parents' house. Live with your parents. Spend their money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've been doing it 43 years. Our father was in the television business with Channel 7. Then he went to work for WEDR. Then he bought a shopper down in South Dade. And from there, it grew to a couple of newspapers, and my brother and I bought it from him 43 years ago. He was in the business less than 20 years. And, we changed it a bit.
Yeah.
Our goal is to make money and provide a service to Dade County.
Yeah,
and
you're important.
We need good news, but we also write the last couple of issues I've been writing about Dade County, that they're not transparent enough in their budget.
Yep.
If you want to find out where money's going, you can't find it.
Same at the federal level.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm trying to get just our local business.
Yeah, of course.
I have an editorial came out today about a mental health center. Judge Leifman is trying to get moved forward. The county spent $50 million to build the building.
Right.
To build the building.
Yeah.
They have not opened it.
Why?
It's costing $5 million a year just to keep it closed because they can't figure it out how to get it going. Well, the mental health patients are in the jails now, so you're spending money there. But there. So we write about that. Listen, Miami-Dade County is the best place in the world to live, work, play,
Yep.
worship,
Yep.
and learn. We got the great schools in South Florida. So we got everything.
We got it all. The origins of the story. So were you a journalist? Like, did you want, or just like from your old man always being in media, this is the path that you wanted to take?
Good question. Yeah. So our father wanted to sell. My brother Michael says that was his whole dream, to be in the newspaper business. My dream was to coach coach high school and college football.
Yeah.
But at the time I was doing that, my brother and I used to import birds, monkeys, and reptiles.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I get that. Yeah. So, so I used to go to Guyana, South America.
Oh my God.
You know where Dr. Jones killed all
Oh, yeah, I know exactly. Yeah.
I was 5 miles away from that.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. So my brother was, he's in charge. So I used to go down there, sleep under a net in somebody's house. No sewage system. Now Guyana now has money because of oil, but we're talking about early 80s. So coaching baseball, football is the same thing in this. It's all connected.
Right.
And so it's exciting. The media business is exciting. Right now, we're in the media business.
Right, absolutely.
People are watching us, listening to us, and you got to send out the best message. But the best message is we need to make our community better and better.
How do you track down stories? So you're spread out. You have a dozen or so of papers.
We go from Aventure all the way to Cutler Bay.
Right. So a story breaks in Doral or whatever. Like, how do you track down the stories? Are you working with very local freelancers, or you get tipped? How does that work?
First of all, if it's breaking news, we can't cover it.
Right.
And TV can't cover it anyway. They don't have money. But we're trying. Most of our is not breaking news. It's stories to help the community a better place.
Right.
Like I was at Deli Lane in South Miami yesterday, locally owned, and they're moving 15 feet away. But somebody said they were closing. Yeah, they're closing when they move. So it's a local story. Of the week before, 2 days before, where was I? Well, I'm doing a story on Berry Farm, locally owned.
Yeah.
They have a barbecue contest.
Right.
Eating contest. Of course, I'll be there.
You'll be there, right.
I'll be judging. So we pick and choose, but it's not easy. We do have freelance writers in each community. One in each community, and they submit stories and things like that.
You and I were talking earlier. How does Miami's exploding, right? And you're getting all these people coming from New York, Chicago, whatnot. How does Miami keep sort of what makes it special? These mom and pop or community restaurants, because what you're seeing more and more of is just a lot of the big restaurant operators from all over the globe putting a place here, but that's not part of our community, really.
Well, first of all, that's a great point, is that when you eat or buy stuff, let's use Starbucks.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Starbucks. That profit ends up in the state of Washington.
Correct.
You go to the little Cuban coffee corner,
Yeah.
that profit stays here.
Sure.
So when you shop, you eat, you buy. Let's use cars. You buy cars. Well, make sure the owner is here.
Yeah.
Williamson Cadillac, they're here.
They're here.
Brickell Motors, Mario Magato, he is. Even though he's all over the country now.
Yeah, but they're
That's
here.
a great story.
Really?
He used to work for Bremen, used to run Bremen, and all of a sudden now he has, I don't know, 15 dealerships here. He's got dealerships in Chicago, all over. But he's locally owned. He lives here.
Here, right.
So wherever you shop, buy local, shop local, and you go to that restaurant, that profit's going somewhere. Find a little hole in the wall. I mean, you live downtown.
Yeah.
There's a hole in the walls all
over the place. All over. But I mean, like, how do you're dialed into the political climate down here? Like, how do we make it so that those guys can survive? Like, you had the grease trap thing that came out a couple of years ago that sank a bunch of restaurants.
Brutal.
It's brutal. I mean, you have a mom and pop restaurant that's doing well, and then all of a sudden they get hit with $100,000. You got to have this grease trap and gut out your building, and like you can't fork over $100,000. I mean, the restaurant business is a tough business.
Oh, you can have a food truck. The grease trap, they put it in a thing and
Right.
they pour it somewhere. But a restaurant has to build the whole thing.
Yeah.
And it's tough. That's why most restaurants take over another restaurant. I know a restaurant spent $1.7 million to build out their restaurant.
Yeah, that's
How long
ridiculous.
does it take
On a
pay for
restaurant? Forever. I mean, that's and by the way, it's probably heavily because of some of the regulations that our cities put in there.
Yeah, the county.
The county, yeah. I mean, it's like, what are you guys doing? If you want to keep Miami, you got to work with the local entrepreneurs. It breaks my heart when I went to the Winter Classic I just mentioned, and so you go there and
What team do you cheer?
The Cubs. I go for the Cubs.
No. But the winter. Oh, yeah.
Oh, the Panthers. Yeah, for the Winter Classic baseball, I'm Cubs and a little bit of the Marlins. But anyways, when you go down there, first of all, why haven't we redeveloped Little Havana? Just because you have that beautiful new stadium, but then you have that deal that they have with the leases on all that retail space. It's all closed. Why? Because the city and the county have some kind of deal. I'm like, you got to let some entrepreneurs get in there, operate it, and make a profit. Like, why are you squeezing them so much that people just go, look, I'd rather go take my business
Well,
elsewhere.
the county now has this organization called Strive 305.
Okay.
Trying to help small businesses.
Yeah.
We hosted a workshop. We had 175 people show up at our office. The Mayor Higgins, former county commissioner Higgins, held one downtown, helping small businesses understand how to get through to make some money, pay the bills. But, I have to circle back about Miami. There's nowhere else in the world that there's so many different nationality restaurants.
Yeah.
I mean, today you can have an Argentina steak. Tomorrow you can have a Brazilian steak. Locally owned.
Yeah.
American steak, Cuban steak, Honduras, all the different restaurants. You can't help but love it.
You can have that just if you drive down Bird Road.
I was going to say that. It's like that bowling lane.
Bird Bowl.
Bird Bowl.
Yeah.
Have you been there lately?
I have not been there lately.
You go there on a Friday or Saturday night.
It's packed.
Packed.
Yeah.
You have to make a reservation now for there, and it goes back in time, and nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed. Well, so the only reason I know that is because I went to go eat at Graziano's, which has been there since the 60s, and I
Great
couldn't
restaurant.
find parking because of Bird Bowl.
And
it's a great
Graziano's
restaurant.
right next to it.
Right next to it. It's a great store, great little market. Those are the gems that I want to keep whole in Miami. We'll talk about Miami, but I'm super bullish on Miami. If you look at a city that's going to be important over the next 25 years, I think globally is Miami because, right or wrong, COVID was pretty good for us, right? Because you had an influx of really smart, talented people in the primes of their career. So what I mean by that is forever you would go, so-and-so executives moving down here. But that guy is 75 years old. He wants to go and buy a house on the water and a big boat. What I have found, and I hang around a bunch of them, is, guys call it 35 to 55 in the prime of their career who want to move to Miami, but not just as a playground. They want to stay here, develop relationships, build in the community, put their kids into the schools and make it better. And I think through all of that.
I like what you said. They want to make it better.
They want to make it better. They're going to bring in different ideas, which I'm excited about. But they will, I think, invest in Miami. So when I look at, what's going on in, call it California or whatever, that these big companies are then moving to Texas or Tennessee, Miami's not that type of town. We're not going to take on Dell Computer and get 40,000 employees. We don't have that infrastructure. But a lot of the guys maybe potentially birthing the next big company, I think that will happen here. I mean, look, a bunch of VCs have moved here, private equity, all this stuff. Those guys want to make Miami successful, and they'll start those business and they'll back those entrepreneurs here.
Blackstone.
So, Blackstone's here, Atomic Funds, Peter Thiel.
Blackstone spoke at one of our events. They're impressive. And we got Ken Griffin.
Here.
Who, love him or hate him.
Yeah.
This guy says, I'm coming to Miami, and I'm going to make it a better place. And he donated money to all these nonprofits.
Yeah.
And that helps everybody.
Everybody.
You know, I disagree on some of the school issues he's doing.
Of course.
But he is doing, this is my home, and I'm going to make it a great place.
He's going to
a better place.
Yeah, I mean, listen, he donated $20 million to Miami-Dade College. I don't know how much for the underline of. I mean, like those are impactful donations that just make us better.
Right.
And by the way, all that talent from Citadel coming down here, you've just put talented people in Miami.
You know, when they buy in these homes,
Yeah.
it brings up the value to everybody. Now, you know, Miami is pretty hard to live in.
Correct. So this is the downside, which is it becoming the town of the haves and the have-nots?
Right. It used to be like that, but the money wasn't so much difference. Now it's a huge difference amount.
It's a huge. Well, think about it. Like growing up, you know, when you went to school, you know, the rich kid in school's dad was a cardiologist, and he probably did great. Now it's a hedge fund manager. A guy makes $50 million a year. You know.
Correct. You know, one of the things we have to work on is the public school system because it's getting kind of beaten up, destroyed, and I don't know the right answer.
Yeah.
You know, there's no right answer.
There's no right answer, right?
But charter schools is still a public school. The state money that, as a parent, you could take it and use it at a private school. But every time there's less students in the class, it helps the students that are there.
Right.
Teachers can teach.
Yeah.
Speak about teachers. I don't know her married name, but Mary Martinez, who teaches at Pinecrest Elementary, she's the one who copied her mother's program about football. I've
seen her videos. She's great.
She was on Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
Dolphins flew her out to the Super Bowl last year.
Nice.
TUI gave $50,000 to her school, and they're trying to expand that program.
Yeah.
Her dad's Ray Martinez, former assistant police chief, former Miami Beach. Mom's Donna, who's the ultimate teacher because she started it. So things like that. Speak about teachers trying to make it more interesting, more.
Yeah.
Kids need to learn and stuff. We have to take care of the bottom. If we don't whatever business. If we don't take care of small business, don't take care of the students, we're gonna fall.
We're gonna fall. Right. That's why we got to have good schools, good affordable housing for those teachers. Right. I mean, you get priced out of the market. If we can nail those things and some mass transit stuff, this city's gonna take off, man.
Speak about working. City of Aventura.
Yeah.
They have a certain condo or apartment building. If you work for Aventura, a teacher there, a fireman there, you get a discount at this apartment complex.
Interesting.
If you move, you're done.
Yeah, you're done.
But they're trying to make it affordable.
Yeah.
A teacher, it can't be affordable to live on your own now.
You can't, especially in Aventura, and you need those teachers for those schools. All right, back to you. I need to hear about this monkey and rare bird business that you had.
So, my brother's still in the business. Him and his wife, they breed birds.
Okay.
A couple hundred pairs. Yeah. So we used to go to Guyana.
Wait, you were an animal guy, an exotic animal guy?
I still am. I'm exotic.
Yeah. You're very exotic.
Yeah. So we fly, fly into Trinidad and take the connecting flight to Guyana. And what happens is you have to quarantine. You don't have to, but we quarantine our birds there.
Okay.
As soon as the exporter releases them to you, they're yours.
They're yours. You own them.
Right. So we'd go down there for 30 days and quarantine them on his property, make sure that they don't carry disease. Because when you bring them to the government, the United States, you have to put them in a quarantine station for 30 days. So we eliminated death. And in monkeys, you don't have to quarantine, but they kill each other. You have to make sure. A sick monkey in a cage, he's dead. You got to always separate them because monkeys would kill the weak.
So wait, okay. So in the 70s, you go down to Guyana, which was a very
79, 80.
Okay, so you go down there, you're coming back with monkeys and birds.
Right.
And who are you selling them to?
brokers or pet stores. The laws got really confusing. There's federal laws and state laws, so we got out of the monkey business.
Of course, you got literally.
And we're proud to say that most importers got in a lot of trouble.
Really? Yeah, because South Florida is the home of like exotic pets, right?
Well, got in trouble meaning drug business.
Yeah.
Bernie Levine and us were the only ones in South Florida who didn't. One of the only ones didn't get in trouble. So like the snake box is this big and they have poisonous snakes. Well, it's really not that big. The bad boys would make the box this big, so it'd be a hidden area.
No way.
The government would check it, but yeah. So we did snakes, we did reptiles, but it's the same thing in the newspaper business, monkey
business. It's all the same.
Yeah. My brother had at his house a little chimpanzee running around with diapers. Yeah. So, but it was the same business. It's got to take care of them.
You got to take care of. All right, but so we talked a lot about local restaurants. I mean, community news is important. And where do you think the future of community? Because these stories are not like you can't just have the Herald, right? This is important stuff that people need to know, and you do an excellent job.
So Mrs. Rodriguez, Mr. Smith,
yeah,
we'd do a story on them. They wouldn't get it anywhere else,
right?
Or we have in one of our papers, Pinecrest, positive people of kids,
yeah,
and or the Cutler Bay would have some event, the chili cook-off winner.
Yeah.
We go to Aventura, then we talk about the marketing council up there. So it's this news that we publish, you don't see elsewhere.
But the digital part of it that you've done an excellent job. That's how we connected, which is where digitally you're bringing these stories on IG, TikTok, whatever. I think it's going to be a boom for you guys. I mean, not only do you but I mean, if you look at independent journalism just right now, it is at its all-time high. If you see the story that broke in Minnesota with the fraud, and now in California, where you get an independent guy with a camera, and this is a local story, but people need to know about it, and then on YouTube, it just takes off.
Right. The newspapers, an average of 3,000 newspapers go out of business a year.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, according to editor and publisher.
Yeah.
And so it's getting tougher and tougher to keep getting the news out there.
Yeah.
You're right. Anybody now, they can take a picture of it, but if they're in the journalism world,
right,
they're going to write about it. They're going to explain. Seeing a car crash is one thing.
Right.
You'll get millions of views, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't tell the story.
Correct.
A journalist, per se, will go out and find Mr. Blah, blah, blah. He happened to be drinking or he was doing something and make a story out of it, not just a photo out of it.
Right. So if you look like locally, like strikes me as like the only in Dade guys are that 30-second clip of like, oh, did you see this guy acting like a fool?
And that's not how they make money.
That's not how they make money, right? But that's their thing. Whereas you guys and some of the other really great independent journalists, and they're going on X a lot, which is like, oh, this is an important story that nobody's covering. Let's pick at it a little bit. And you dig. I mean, think about the major stories that have broke that way, which is, look, the most recent, the Somali story in Minnesota. That was a story that had been out there for a while, and nobody wanted to pick it up. And this 23-year-old guy says, enough is enough. There's something fishy here. And he broke through, and now it's gone federal. The famous football story, people forget, the Sandusky story was out there for years. Yeah. And a young journalist, a woman, who they started making fun of.
Coach.
He cracked the code, but she was the one that picked at the story, and she was like, hey, wait a minute. This Sandusky guy is weird. And everybody in this town knows about it, but why doesn't anybody talk about it? And she wouldn't let up, and they tried to silence her, and she was an independent journalist.
Yeah, they tried to silence her.
Yeah,
and the way they silence people here in Miami, they pay you off. So I was doing stories about Crazy Joe. Commissioner.
Crazy Joe.
Beating him up.
Yeah.
One of our top clients said to me, if you don't stop, we're not going to advertise you. We're talking about a couple 100,000 a year.
You're kidding me.
I said, that's your choice. He said, well, that's your choice, he says to us. So we kept writing about it, every 2 weeks, and that person stopped. So I called him up. It was a he. I said, just remember, you left Cuba for the same reason.
Yeah.
And about 2 weeks later, he came back. He says, you're absolutely right. I might disagree with you, but I cannot try to buy the stories.
Yeah.
And I totally respect the guy. He believed what he believed, but then he realized,
changed his mind.
you have to have some free enterprise.
You have to have some principles.
Right. So it's tough out there. I tell you, and you can see now the politicians, they're on social media as much as anybody else.
Exactly.
Heavily.
Yeah, exactly. They're their own political PR machine.
Oh, yes.
And some of them are really good at it.
Super good at it.
New York, Mandani was fantastic at it. That's why he won.
Right. People have...
you can say whatever you want. That guy knew the new media.
Right. Correct. The new media, and I think that he is trying to figure his way up.
Correct. But say what you want about his politics, blah, blah, blah. That guy's a good politician.
Correct.
He knew Como wasn't. This kid was good.
That is correct.
And that's what's the scary part, because he's really, really good at it. What's the craziest story you've covered?
I don't know. It's like every day I think I...
I mean, come on. In the 80s, you had to have some crazy stories.
I couldn't write about my friends.
I know some of your friends.
So, I don't know. Listen, I was doing a story on somebody in the government, and they were going to Europe on the public money, county money, and I says, "Why do you keep going to that certain country?" In my editorials, Of course, I knew the answer. His son lived there, so he was flying free on the county's dime,
Right?
And so finally, he got a little mad and started threatening to sue me. So we write. There's so many I can't name. As soon as I leave here, I'm going to remember.
You're going to remember like 5 or 6. Give me if I'm moving to Miami, sell me on kind of Miami, the political climate right now. What do you think it looks like the next couple of years?
That's interesting because we do have a Democratic mayor. We do have a Democratic mayor of city Miami.
Right.
But I don't look at politicians, to me, as Democrat, Republican.
Especially at the city level.
Yeah, city or county. I don't see it. I mean, these guys, I say guys, men and women on the county, they love Dade County. Love it.
Yeah.
They live and breathe it. I mean, so what do I tell somebody? Where to live, where to work? What do you say? There's no. It's exciting.
It's exciting.
We have some of the greatest high schools, public and private.
Yeah.
We have Mass Academy and Key Biscayne. We have Coral Reef High School. These are public schools. Then we have Ransom High School. It's off the chart.
Off the charts.
But, they have Miami Country Day in North Dade, and South Dade, they got Palmer Trinity. And then Gulliver just spent, I don't know,
a fortune.
$60 or $70 million to redo their campus.
Yeah.
It's a nonprofit.
Right.
Miss Gatulis, her husband was at Gables. That's how it all started.
No way.
He was a teacher there, and she started it. So there all these different things are happening. So we have great education. The colleges, Miami-Dade College. Can you imagine if Miami-Dade College wasn't here?
Oh, it's super important to this community.
Yeah, it would have just...
Yeah.
In fact, I got to give a plug to Miami-Dade College. Women's volleyball just won the national championship a couple months ago.
Congrats.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's awesome, man. It's cool.
So we have, and then I haven't even talked about University of Miami, FIU. God, I love the new president, Jeanette Nunez. She is Miami-Dade County.
It's awesome. No, they have really stepped up their game. But you left off one institution.
What, UM?
Christopher Columbus High School.
Well, I was trying to be dental. They have a program called the Moss program.
Yeah.
That is just incredible. Columbus High School, when I grew up, it was like, it was just there.
Yeah.
It's
a little place in Westchester.
Pronounce it properly. Westchester.
Westchester.
Yeah. Right. And Columbus High School, they won the national championship in basketball.
Yep.
They've got the Heisman Trophy winner.
Yep.
They might have the #1 draft choice in basketball, Boozer.
And in football. And Naismith winner. Yeah.
So, and then the education has changed so much there.
Yeah.
People go, well, my father went there, my uncle. You can have legacy, but that doesn't mean you're going to get in.
Right.
The level is completely different. Columbus is like the #1. I don't count them as a private school.
They're a little different
because they serve everybody.
You're correct.
They serve everybody. Everybody thinks it's a sports school. No. The great thing about Columbus, you're going to have a club that you're going to belong to. Mm-hmm. Whether it's, in fact, the journalism is one of the #1s in the country.
Yeah.
So speak about that. You brought it up. Okay, so Community Newspapers was nominated for an Emmy. Usually Emmys are for television.
Yeah.
We got 2 years ago, Willard Shepard and us put together a thing. He interviewed a 105-year-old World War II Jewish veteran
Wow.
who was protecting Hitler's bunker when Hitler killed himself. And he went in and got love letters. The 4 producers,
Yeah.
the camera people, you said it, were from Columbus High School.
Are you kidding me?
I pulled them in, and they got a great teacher over there. We brought them in. They produced it, and so they all were nominated for an Emmy.
Wow, that is cool.
Yeah, so everything at Columbus, you don't have to be an athlete.
Yeah.
They'll find you a home to participate.
Well,
Now, how many brothers you got?
there's 4 of us. All 4 of us went there.
What years? I mean, how many?
86, 90, 94, and 99, I want to say. Yeah.
And was Dr. Burris your counselor?
He was not my counselor. He was there, but I only had him half the time because that's when he went to college. He went to Miami-Dade.
Miami-Dade.
Yeah. I know him well. I mean, he's been on the show, but
He's the best.
He's the best. He's the best. He's the best. And he's a good friend of yours.
Yeah, and he was just in the hospital for some stupid reason, so call him up and give him a hard time.
I'll do it after this podcast.
Yeah, it's I coached there in 1977, and the friends and the adults that we stayed connected is just beautiful.
The culture of the place, and I think that even in society, you're missing some of that, and Columbus brings that together. And it's just like, honestly, it's like good guy culture. That's why they call it the brotherhood.
Yeah, I have to circle back on your thing. It is, and I tell people, they ask me I said, you go to Columbus, your child will be in a fraternity the rest of his life.
For sure.
It's like you look at a kid's application and you go, okay, he went to Columbus.
Yeah.
Wow. We know, like Mendoza, they teach you stuff.
Yeah.
Or you go to Blinn, you know how they're going to be.
Yeah, right, right. You know the fabric of the kid.
Correct. The fabric. Whether they think they're crazy, no. They know how to behave.
They know how to behave.
And your dad, where did he go to school?
He graduated from LaSalle, but he went to a couple high schools. Went to Beach High. I don't even know. Okay, so coaching is important to you. I didn't realize you still coach.
I still coach.
So how many years you been coaching?
Over 40, more than 45
Over
years.
40 years?
Yeah, I've been coaching. I coached Howard Palmetto baseball, and then I coached Kendall Broncos and became Corey Broncos for years. And I went to Columbus, and I went to South, and then I went to the boys clubs. And after I left the boys club, I went to South Miami, just football. Then in between that, I was still coaching Howard Palmetto. I coached South Miami. Then I went back to the Broncos. That's South, and then went to Palmer Trinity. That's football.
That's
In
football. Baseball.
I've coached a couple places, but mainly I coach at Howard Palmetto baseball, where I grew up as a kid. My kids grew up as kids.
Yeah, you grew up down south.
Down south. It's not south anymore.
Yes, that's how I know.
So I was involved with the leadership of Howard Palmetto for years.
Wow.
And it's just, it's just great. You see people and, I'm not coaching my kids. I'm not coaching my grandkids.
Yeah, which is cool.
And it's strange. I coach these kids and, they see me now. And so, but I coach so many kids, plenty of pro athletes, but most of the kids I coach are very successful people.
Yeah.
And the greatest story is when I was coaching one of my teams, a travel team. Of the 12 kids, 11 of them, of the 12, 4 are doctors, 3 are CPAs, 2 are financial advisors, and the best player never graduated college. So there's life after sports, whether it's football, baseball, basketball.
Right.
There's life. I tell parents now, your son's going to be a millionaire before he's going to be a baseball player.
Of course.
And they go, what do you mean? I said, go to the stats. It tells you.
Yeah.
Greg Olson, former Kane.
Kane, tight end, yeah.
He has a show called Youth Inc. on a podcast.
Okay.
Oh my God, I just love it.
Why? Because he walks you through being realistic about it.
Yeah,
and the youth sports parents are a little out of control.
So Paul Maneri, former Columbus guy, we grew up together. He used to coach at Notre Dame. Mm-hmm. So I took my team to Notre Dame one time. And he asked, who wants to be a great baseball? Everybody raises their hand. Then he says, who plays basketball? Football. He says, you want to be a great baseball player? Become a great athlete.
Yeah.
And, when I coach now rec baseball, I told my parents, you got soccer? Go to soccer practice.
Right.
You got to go to it. You always come. You got to teach them. They got to be able to multitask.
Correct.
And
Work
kids,
the footwork, the hand-eye coordination, all that
and
stuff.
be able to multitask life.
Yeah, right.
And people, wow, they're only 6 years old. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, why are you getting into specialization?
What age are you in the bottom of your brothers?
I'm in the middle.
You had to multitask. All those brothers.
100%.
Life.
Yeah. Life is multitasking.
Right.
And lots of different personalities
when
and
you're
situations.
a kid,
Yeah.
Okay, I got this brother, I got this brother.
And they all act different. It's
I was the fourth. I was the youngest. So they used to knock on my mother's door. Mommy, can Grant come out to play? We need a home plate. Mommy, we need Grant for a target practice. So when I got to high school, people would fight with me, and I go, "That's all you got?"
that's all you
Come on, you get beaten up, no big deal anymore.
But how is coaching like business?
It's exactly. You have to be able to deal with people.
Yeah.
You have to understand that 6-year-old or 7-year-old, 8-year-old, they're just humans. You got to learn how to deal with them.
Yeah.
And it's learning how to communicate with people.
What have you gotten out of coaching? I mean, you're still doing it 40 years later.
Really?
What do you...
Really 50. But
really 50. Who's counting?
But
you look great.
What do you get? What do I get out of it?
Yeah, what do you get out of it? You're not coaching your kid. You're not coaching your grandkid right now, but you're still going out with 8-year-old kids doing coach pitch.
It's self-satisfying.
Yeah.
I had this kid. He couldn't walk and chew gum. He never missed a practice. He lived in Coconut Grove, and he would drive down to Siland Park, Evelyn Greer Park. Never missed practice. He couldn't catch a cold. By the end of the season, he caught some balls, hit the ball. I told his parents, quit. He's on top of the world.
Yeah. Like, stop on your head.
And it was like such an accomplishment because he really didn't like it. Mm-hmm. His parents pushed him, and by the end, he loved the game, and that's all about is teaching to love the game. And it's the same thing teaching people here love Miami.
Yeah, you love Miami. That's why you give back in coaching. You go to all these little restaurants. You do amazing events with headliners. Why haven't you ever run for politics?
In fact, I did.
You did? I didn't know this. So much I didn't know about you. Look at this.
Long time ago. I didn't live in the city of South Miami at the time.
Okay.
My driver's license still says I live in my office. The mayor said to my brother and I, he drove us around, you should buy this property. Uh-huh. We didn't have a nickel to rub.
Yeah.
He was rezoning it, so he was trying to get us part of it.
Right.
So we're doing a story, and I says, he's corrupt. So I run against him because he's corrupt, but I didn't live in the city. I lived a block across, but my driver's license said I did. So I met all the requirements, ran, lost by, I don't know, 50 homes. It was nothing.
Yeah.
Thank God. Lost.
Thank God.
But the mayor took off. He got caught with some stuff. And
no shit.
He was chased by the federal government. So point of it is, I knew he was corrupt, and we knew it. And everybody in the whole town knew I didn't live in the city. They didn't care. Everybody wants good government.
Everybody wants good, honest guys, talented guys. That's why, look, you're still fit, you're tanned, you're rested. I don't know.
That's stress.
Well,
no, in fact,
you got one more run in you.
Yeah. I have to tell you a funny story. So I'm pitching evaluations last Saturday.
Tell everybody, the audience, what evaluations are. Because
the kid's trying out for baseball.
By the way, this is 7-8-year-old guys. Right. They're doing scouting reports.
Kid's trying to make the teams even. Yeah. A kid hits a line drive in the fun sack.
Oh.
And there's 150 people.
Yeah.
and I go, there we go. You okay? Mm-hmm. I don't want to go down on the ground. And I finish pitching. So the funnier story, some kid gets up. I know the father. I go, you hit it over the fence, I'm going to give you $50. First pitch, bam!
The dad.
The kid.
So
I said, hold on. I ran to my car, gave him $50. The father says, you know what to do? I said, a deal is a deal.
A deal's a deal, yeah.
That kid was like, the rest of his life, he will remember that.
Yeah, right. He'll run into you 10 years from now and go, remember when I took $50 for you?
Exactly. Not you gave it, you took it. So Miami's the greatest place in the world.
Yeah.
And we all have to do our part.
We all have to do our part, for sure. Okay. The Orange Bowl's not the only major committee that you're involved with here in South Florida.
I'm not involved with it. I just support.
You support. You're editorial support, but you're involved. You are on the board of Arbetter's Hot Dog.
It is a unbelievable board.
It is an unbelievable board. I understand that
Dr.
every year.
Burris is the head chairman.
Okay, so I understand that every year that there's a meeting at Captain's Tavern that you
Yes.
go through who's potentially in the Hall of Fame. We're going to talk a little bit about it. Who's on this board and what goes on in these
It
meetings?
says Dr. Burris and me.
And Dave, hopefully.
Dave. Right, that's it.
That's it. And then what is reviewed? Is there an agenda? What goes on here?
Well, Dr. Burris is what, 6'5"?
Yes, he's a big man.
Yeah, big man.
Yeah.
His doctor told me he had to stop benching.
Yeah.
That was it. We just meet. And I end up having to buy dinner.
You end up having to buy dinner and you have a lot of laughs and have a good time.
Right.
All right. Okay. So I understand that this year there's some new people being presented to the board to be in the Hall of Fame. Who's on this list? It's an illustrious.
Well, last year, Gloria Estefan showed up.
I heard.
Danny Perez, Speaker of the House.
Wow.
Anthony Rodriguez,
Wow.
Chairman.
Now, but
Rodney Barreto.
But these are people who are Miami hardcore. They eat at that place.
Well, you don't have to eat there. We want to salute everybody
Who's great here.
That makes Miami-Dade County a great place. Like the volleyball team at Miami-Dade, they're going to be honored. UM football, they're getting honored.
Yeah, they're going to get enough.
Well, Alonzo Highsmith a couple years ago was inducted.
Was he?
And, he went to Columbus.
Yeah.
Not by choice. This is a great story about Alonzo Highsmith. He told us the story. When his father was coaching in Canada, he was from Canada.
Right.
His father says, all right, I want you to go to Northwestern and meet the coach. Coach says, son, you're from Canada. You don't know football.
That big guy walks in and you tell him
Alonzo
that?
Highsmith calls his dad. All right, go to Southridge. I don't know if you're going to be able to play here. He went to Columbus, and he said, Columbus opened the doors and said, we would love to have you. And look what happened.
Look what happened.
Yeah.
Wow.
He did all this stuff great at Columbus. He did all the great stuff at UM. He's
an executive.
Right. He's exactly. And he went to Columbus when there was only 3 blacks.
Yeah.
So point of it is, that was a great story, how he loved his community.
Yeah. Bring him back as general manager of the Dolphins, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see.
He's a big wheel in New England,
I think
right?
so, in New England. All right.
And
So
his wife just passed.
Oh, that's terrible. He's a special guy and special part of Miami. All right, there's a rumor. I need you to clear this up. There's a famous Westchester native son who has been trying to get into the Hall of Fame. Not the Hall of Fame that most people would identify him with, but he wants to get into the Arbetters Hall of Fame, but he's been blackballed. Jose Canseco. Is this true?
No, that's a good question. I gotta check that one out.
Coral Park.
He's
Cuban kid.
He's
Westchester.
Yes, and when he was playing baseball, all the steroid stuff.
Yeah.
Everybody was doing it.
All those guys.
He got caught.
He got caught, and he talked.
Right. Everybody was doing it, and he helped put Westchester on the map.
Absolutely, man.
I think I'm going to talk to Dr. Burris, but maybe 2027.
2020. I need to see this list before it goes out. I'm curious about how the selection process goes down.
But they have a Mendoza dog now there.
That's what I heard.
Sausage. It's unbelievable.
I need to go. It's been a while. It's probably been about a year since I've gone.
Well, you did a show there.
I did a show there. We had a great time. Like I said, you and Dave are the most Columbus guys who never went to Columbus.
Yeah. Well, we're both short and bald.
All right.
And chunky.
I don't know if you know this. We're live streaming, so we've got people sending in questions.
Okay.
Can you take a couple questions? I know you're a busy guy. All right. Let me see. Okay. This one's from John L. in Macon, Georgia. Will they bring back the Cuban Super Bowl? Belen versus Columbus.
No.
Why not?
Why? That's a great question.
Why not?
I don't think they play many sports against each other anymore.
No, they don't. I mean, I think Columbus would blow them out.
Right. They're at different levels, but those are great days. When Columbus and Blinn would go, all these moms would bring their daughters. They're looking for their future husbands.
That's exactly right. All right. This guy, Dave A. from Westchester. People call you the mayor. Do you ever see yourself running for mayor of Westchester?
No, I'm the mayor of Arbetter's Hot Dogs.
I think we know who sent in that question. Okay. This one's interesting. For a while, you were the most eligible bachelor in Miami. When are you going to settle down? F. Mendoza.
F. Mendoza.
Some guy named F. Mendoza sent in the question. When are you going to settle down? Enough of this.
I'm married to Miami-Dade County.
Yeah, I mean, but listen. You're,
mean, am
like
I
I
gonna-
said, you're tan, you're rested. It's enough. It's enough. You need to settle down.
Now we're all good.
we're all good.
We're all good.
All right, this one. E. Burris Everglades. How much do you bench?
Well, E. Burris.
Yeah, Everglades.
Yes. He probably has a little airboat.
Probably. A guy like that sounds like he has an airboat.
Okay.
How much do you bench?
I don't know. Around a good day's 225.
You still bench 225?
Yeah.
Damn, that's really good.
Yeah, but
But
E. Burris,
Yes.
I need to meet him at the gym.
At the gym. Okay. There's a rumor for Dr. Carter E. Burris
Right.
that at Arbetters, maybe you can clear up this little controversy, that when he did the bench press contest, that he had somebody help him a little bit at that last tug. And he still says he has the Arbetters bench press contest record.
So when I got inducted, I brought a weight set out, a gym and all that. But he compared how old you are.
Yeah, he has this math equation that nobody knows. Yeah.
He didn't know. Carter Burris, whatever he says is good. But, talking about Alonzo Highsmith, he took classes with Dr. Burris of Florida history. Speaking about famous people, John Linsky is the most incredible person at Columbus.
Tell the audience about John. John's a past guest.
John Linsky?
Yeah, he's a past guest.
Okay.
But tell the audience about him.
Did he talk about the Allman Brothers?
100%. His book is right behind you.
Allman.
There it is.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
John Linsky. So, the Linskys, they got 8 or 9 families?
Something like that, yeah.
It was an incredible family. I knew the father. I knew the mother is still alive. Like, is she about 100 years old? Dad's a perfect person. You look at him, you go, that's what Columbus is all about.
Yeah.
And he lives in Georgia, but he's here half the time.
I see him all the time. No, he's a great guy. He's a special guy. We had him on the show. We talked about his history, not only being an amazing history teacher at Columbus, but his life in music and what he's doing today, and the Allman Brothers, and he's the Allman Brothers historian. So if you ask him about anything, it's super cool.
Yeah, I met John really through his brother Jimmy, who played for me when he was younger.
Very cool.
Yeah, so the Linskys are like the Desmond. There's so many of them.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know if you remember, Mrs. Desmond, whose husband passed, married Judge Hickey, who's his wife. And the Hickeys have like a dozen families.
Isn't that crazy, man?
Joey Hickey, you don't remember them?
Rings a bell.
Dickie Hickey, but they were like, holy cow, they had no TVs in those houses.
You are a true Miami historian. And that's why, I wanted you on the show, because like all these great things happen in Miami, but the essence and the core of Miami are guys like you and all the different families that you laid out and all the different spots and Miami Community News. Where can people find out about you? Where can they get your newspaper? And folks, he is an awesome social media follow.
All right, go to the easiest, let's go to communitynewspapers.com.
Yeah.
And our website, that's our webpage, and all our videos, all our shows. Just remember, Miami's the greatest place in the world. It's our job to make it even better.
Awesome. I'm going to take you up on the offer. We're going to do a home and home. We'll go to your studio and we'll do a brothers podcast. So my brother's my business partner, Ricky, who's been on your show, and we'll just talk about doing business with brothers. How about that?
And by the way,
we'll have a shrink in the room too.
Yeah, people think it's easy.
No, it's not easy.
It is very difficult.
Yeah.
To work with your brother, and you're not the oldest.
No.
And it's like, it's difficult, but long run, it's the most beautiful thing.
So you're right. I mean, it's challenging, but if you sort of lay the ground rules, and look, that guy always has your back. You can trust him blindly. You always know that they have the best intentions, not only for you, but for the companies. Like, you can't get that in any kind of partnership.
That is correct.
You can't. Doesn't exist.
Somebody was kind of bad-mouthing me and something to my brother. My brother said, then you're bad-mouthing me.
Yeah, fuck you.
Right,
yeah,
exactly.
Right, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So, but that'll be a fun show.
Be great.
My man, so happy that we were able to do this. Let's do it again. We'll do it at your studio.
Happy customer channel.
That's right. And honestly, man, thank you for everything you do. You stepped up during COVID by featuring all these little restaurants and how they were suffering. But honestly, you're a better food promoter than a lot of the food bloggers and the food influencers, because I know that where you're coming from and why you're doing this.
Right. It's all good.
All good.
All right.
All right,
Thank you
brother.
very much.
Thanks, man.
It's a pleasure.
Once again, I want to thank our sponsors, D2C Design, your design firm for anything related to Shopify, e-commerce, and your website needs. Again, you can find them at d2cdesign.com. Thanks.